Hey there, guys. It's Miss Griffith here with your digital staff meeting for this week. We decided to go ahead and do it online and allow teachers to do it on their own time, just because this Wednesday we have our data dives, and I know that after those, and we have house time tomorrow that people probably aren't going to want to be meeting face to face, but we will probably have one next week or the following week just so that we can all just be together and see each other. Face to face meetings are always good, but we're going to give this one a shot. This will be worth an hour if you do it, or not if you do it, when you do it. First thing is that I need you to go ahead and check out the security video here that Miss Lane has added. It's about 7 to 8 minutes long, and it's just going over our practices for this week, and it should cover any questions that you have. If you have further questions, just come down, grab us, and we'll answer them for you, or you can put them into the form that's at the bottom of this more, and we can answer them that way as well. So after you've watched this video and the other security video, I want you to go ahead and go down to this digital staff meeting thing and fill that out so that you can get credit for this meeting. House feedback. So this past week we wrapped up our third house meeting, which was to complete the ELA, math, and technology. We've all met now. The kids have their symbols or their little hand signals and all the different things. And I felt like we had some really, really good discussions. I took the general gist of the information and feedback that I got from teachers that filled out the form. Let me see if it'll go to that. Okay, perfect. And this is the little spreadsheet that I kind of came up with. And you can sit down and go over this yourself and look through kind of the goals here that each team kind of discussed. This will really drive our future agendas as we meet. And so tomorrow is the Tradition House. ELA will meet again, and we'll start talking about some more, start really honing in on the things that we decided we needed to do last year. Heard a lot of really good feedback about the opportunities that teachers feel like we're going to have through these vertical conversations, sharing ideas and supporting each other, and just that extra level of collaboration. I feel like teachers really appreciated. They talked about in these feedback forms what's going well. You can look through those with ELA, math, and technology. These were really some insightful conversations for me as I move forward in trying to support you guys as a campus. And then again, more support. What are the things we need? I'm going to tell you right now, one of the biggest things that we saw trend-wise was instructional time. And so those are some things that Renee and I are really trying to put our heads together to figure out, how are we going to support you in your fear that how will you get all these things done when Eagle Period goes full blast here ASAP, and then we still have all this accountability to things. So those are some big conversations we need to have. We need to really sit down and look at our big rocks and identify those things as a team, and make sure that we are knocking out the things in our day that don't matter and really focusing on the things that do, so that you can get all those things in. And so that's easier said than done, but that is a conversation that I feel like we'll be having as we move forward to really try to be as intentional as possible. And use this house time to figure out ways to support that. So anyways, please take a look at that. On November 4th, we're going to have some time to go over that a little bit further, and we'll do that. So November 4th is going to be a professional development day. This is a work in progress on this agenda. I'm trying to take information from the house times and really think about, what do you need? What am I hearing that you need? And every single team, ELA's got such a need of things to focus on, and math has such a need to focus on, and really we're looking at how are we going to support math more this year in our Eagle periods and in our Tier 1 instruction. And so those are big conversations. And then technology, we have a big push in the district to get Google certified. And so where do we find the time? And so November 4th, we're going to talk a little bit more about this, but 9 to 11:30 will be team instructional planning within your grade level. And these are some questions that we're really looking at wanting to focus on, so we can get a plan and be as intentional as possible going forward. So, and then you can just look at that. We've got to stop the bleed training from 1 to 2. We have somebody coming in to work on it with that. And then after that, we'll do a short update on the house time. And then we really talked about maybe even that being a time for people to take Google certifications if they wanted to. During that time, because you really want to lock yourself in a room. Anyways, that is about all that I have for this video, because I know I don't want to wear y'all out. A couple things, just going over. Hey, if you're going to be leaving early, we need to make sure, please let the office know so that we're aware of where everybody is. It helps us to make sure that we have everything covered, and in case of emergency, we know when people are here. Um, Also, we are working on getting a form together for when we have guests in the classroom. And that just again is allowing us to make sure that we're being accountable to that class time that we're talking about instructionally, and making sure that we're maximizing that, and that our guests are coming in and supporting really our learning goals in the classroom. Anyways, we're working on getting that form. It's no big deal. It just helps Renee and I to know when we're going to have guests on campus, and that it's supporting the things that we're trying to do here every day. Again, spreading out for recess, I put that in the last one, or in that last little email that I had sent out. And again, I want to make sure that in the morning when we're having soft start and all those things, that we are ready to go. Um, as soon as our students are ready, and as soon as you're ready in the morning around, 8 to 8:10, I guess, is when we're kind of looking. But if we're really looking to press for instructional time, we want to make sure that we're maximizing all the time that we have. Again, we're going to have a staff meeting coming up soon, face to face. If you have questions, come grab me. Thank you for listening to this today. Thank you for being such an amazing staff. I truly appreciate all the things that you do for our kids, and I look forward to a wonderful year ahead. Go Eagles!